What's going on, people? Welcome back to 5 and ahead of the game tonight at the Bridge. Manchester United going to face Chelsea. Me and Joey are going to do a combined 11, which shouldn't really be that hard for a mid-table.
Famous last words.
Shouldn't really be that difficult. You know, you, like you said, you're more into your boxing.
Yeah.
So this should be easy, yeah?
It should be. But I'm looking at the injury list now, yeah. We're only doing available for selection.
Yes.
Mate, you've only got 2 players now on that injury list that get anywhere near your first team.
Out of that lot there, yeah.
Yeah. And out of our lot, we've got first team starter in Nkunku.
How do you know,
first team starter in Colwell. First team starter in club captain Reece James. First team starter in Lavia, the man that Liverpool wanted for 70 million or something. And also a first team starter for 5. So I'm counting 5 first team starters there.
Joey, I'm going to keep my tone down as well because you've come back from America, boxing and that. So I'm just going to say everything calm so you don't get the wrong idea. Mate, you can't say Nkunku's first team start, mate. Ain't seen him. When has he ever been the first team starter for you?
Well, he was brought in with the intention to be a first team starter. And when he's been fit and available, he's been a first team starter.
Like 3 games.
Yeah.
So what's Lavia then? Is he a first team starter?
Yeah, I'd say so.
He was brought in with the intention of being one as well.
He played 30 minutes against Preston in the cup and he looked mustard. He did look good.
Levi Colwill, mate. Mate, you've got so many players.
Definite first team starter.
You've got so many players. How do you know? You don't know.
I can tell you now.
Do you even know these guys?
I can tell you now because Nkunku can play on the left wing for us. He's better than Sterling on the left wing. He's better than Mudryk on the left wing.
Right.
Madueke and Palmer don't play over there. I can tell you now that Levi Colwill as a left centre-back option is better, in my opinion, than Benoit Badiashile and Thiago Silva or anyone else who's been playing there.
Mate. He had him at left back when he was fit, mate.
James is our club captain, starting right back. Fofana, I would also say, from when I saw him play last season under Graham Potter and whatnot, he's probably one of our best centre-backs.
I'm just saying, Joey, look, we said this would be easy. We haven't even started yet. I'm just saying it's more difficult for you and Chelsea fans to even nail down who's supposed to be doing what, because you don't know. No. You've got millions of players. Poch playing them out of position. Sometimes you ain't seen them. You got players on your roster that you don't recognise.
Yeah.
But let's start.
I can't argue it.
Let's start. Petrovic or Onana. Now, Petrovic was like the accidental goalkeeper, innit? Stumbled across him.
Vicario vibes.
Vicario's been really good.
Yeah.
I like Petrovic. Yeah. I think he's been good. Onana, my guy. Listen, I've been here in this very room saying I'm worried. I don't know if he's going to survive. I'm going to keep backing him. Early on in the season was awful. But he has calmed down now, and he's actually he's prevented the most amount of goals in the Premier League because Man United faced probably the most amount of shots. So he's getting peppered, mate. And now he's making good saves. He's got good distribution. I still think his best ceiling is better than Petrovic. I still think he's a better keeper than him.
I think when we're looking at stats sometimes being deceiving, there was a point in the season when Onana was playing really bad, but the stats were looking good for him, and it obviously comes down to the amount he's facing. Again, it would be going too tactical with this, I think, but it's what you like, because if you want someone who is in the mould of a David Raya, maybe someone, if you're looking at that system of playing out from the back who could literally turn defence into attack like that, you're probably going to look at Onana, and then you're going to look at the fact that I don't want to say he's got loads better. I think he's got less bad.
He's just calmed down. Yeah,
he's calmed down a lot, and he is improving. Yeah. Petrovic is going to be elevated in the other way, where he was coming in as an unknown, not even coming in as a first team starter, and definitely not being promised to the fan base as a guy who's going to change the way we play.
But is he now? But now he's got that though. We have to now judge him as a number one. We can't give him the little victim mentality of, he's not supposed. He's there now, and he's the main guy.
I think we've got to understand that when I say this, it's poor man's versions, but it's like going Peter Cech against maybe Allison or Edison. You know what I mean? It's that sort of vibe. It's what you want with it. I would obviously back Petrovic there, because from what I've seen of Petrovic, although Onana's settled down now, there's been calamities.
Champions League team of the year last year, mate.
Yeah, he was. If I can pick one in goal this match, if I'm thinking, right, we're both sort of around that mid-table. You're at the height of the mid-table. We're at the bottom of the mid-table. There's about 6 places
This is what Chelsea fans do. The video's not even about this, Joey. The video's not about this, but you're a different level of... You're on page 2 most of the time. Like you are. We're not the same. I have to make that clear.
No, well, we are the same. We're both rubbish.
You're worse. There's different levels. There's you're worse, man. Who are you going with?
I'll go Petrovic.
You're going Petrovic.
Yeah.
I'm obviously going to go Onana. Let us know what you guys think. It took us 5 minutes to do one position. And this is just a guide as well. If we want to move things around a little bit, we can. Because this one, I don't really like. Because I feel like, because both teams aren't quite good, these two actually need to play in a combined 11 of who's available. Gusto versus Dalot. Now, for me, I'm going to propose something. Because we've got these players here injured at the bottom, so we know there's no Reece James, etc., etc. We know there's no Luke Shaw, no Martinez, right? I'm saying I would have, in this combined 11, I would have Dalot right back and I would have Gusto left back. Or I'd have Dalot left back or Gusto right back.
That's mad, isn't it? Because I would actually go along with that. But I would say if I'm going to put Gusto at left back and I want to pick this team with no bias and I want this team to win, I also want them to not concede, I'd probably go Gusto left back and Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back.
I see why you think that outside looking in, because Wan-Bissaka is fantastic in 1v1 situations, but you won't be privy to this because of course you don't watch us every single game for 90 minutes, wouldn't expect you to, but Dalot's been really good this year. Dalot's been powerful, he's winning more duels, he's better defensively. It used to be like, if you need someone to clamp someone, put Wan-Bissaka in. If you want an offensive right back, put Dalot. That gap has now decreased. And I love Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but I get why you're saying that.
I'll give a quick shout out before we do it, because I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go Dalot right back, Gusto left back. But a quick shout out, Cucurella. I never ever thought that I would see a time when I am putting Cucurella in a starting lineup ahead of Ben Chilwell.
Yeah,
that's mental. That's absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? Chilwell hasn't been great. I was at the first match he came back against Middlesbrough, and I thought, oh my God, it was the best performance I've seen from him in years and years. He was unreal against Borough. Don't know where that fella's from, because since then it has just not been there. I think we give a shout out to Cucurella, but we go Gusto in that.
I mean, Cucurella, that's not for me, man. Yeah, not for me.
You nearly had him.
Exactly. Good.
And do you know what?
When he came Old Trafford, I found out why we didn't, mate. He had a tough time.
Yeah, he did in that match, but I think he would have been decent for you.
Yeah, we got regular on his.
Do you know what? The team's better. And this says a lot about where we are. The team's better when Cucurella plays, man.
He plays with heart, I give him that. He don't stop running.
It is better, yeah.
Centre-backs, bloody hell. Mate.
Disasi versus Maguire is a very like-for-like matchup, isn't it? It is
Not really. Not really.
No.
I'm having Maguire over Disasi every day of the week. And that's with Maguire's problems that
I'll surprise you. I'll have Maguire over Disasi as well.
Disasi's had a tough time, man.
Yeah.
He's had a tough time. Like, he looks clumsy. Not very good on the ball. He's powerful. Like sometimes in 1v1 duels and that, he can win quite a few of them. But
do you know the only
I thought that Old Trafford as well. I thought, oh.
Do you know who I thought this about in their first season at Chelsea?
Who?
Rudiger. I really didn't rate him. I was sort of thinking, this fella's not going to sort of cut it for Chelsea. And then by the second season, he was on fire and he was looking really good. So, and that's why I've seen enough glimmers from Disasi so far. There was some of our better games of the season haven't even been wins, but there was a game against Man City. He played unreal. Anything and everything that came into that box, he got a limb to it, a head to it, whatever it was. Also against Aston Villa, 3-1 away in the Cup, one of our best performances this season. Disasi played really well. But as much as I think from this point out, Disasi at 25, Maguire at 31 or something, as much as Disasi's ceiling is probably going to be higher, if we're picking a team for this game, I could go Maguire.
Even if it's just this season, like he's been better than Disasi this season, and Maguire chose to stay, not being the first choice, and then got himself back in and actually played. He's been playing all right, Maguire.
Yeah.
Badiashile, Varane.
I don't think that's the matchup you make there. If we're going with an OAP and Varane, let's stick him mate, up against Thiago Silva.
Hang on.
He's 30, but he's had a hard paper round, mate. He's been around the block.
You see what I mean? Don't just add 10 years on where there's no 10 years. Varane is 30, maybe 31, I think. Your guy's 40, isn't he?
You know what you've done there?
And he's amazing.
Do you know? Can I just tell you what you've done there? Can I just tell you what you've done there? You've just proved the point against yourself, because you've said don't compare. They look about the same.
No, they don't.
When they're playing football, they look about the same.
Oh, actually, because they're both good. That's fine. I'm not saying Thiago Silva is rubbish, by the way.
Does Thiago Silva play like a player who is 10 years older than Varane?
No, he doesn't. He's listen. I rate
so what
Thiago
is it?
Silva.
Does he play below his years, or does Varane look beyond his years? I'm telling you now, Varane looks older than 30.
No, he doesn't.
When he plays, he does.
Have you seen his face? He's young, smooth.
He's a good-looking fella. He is. He is. Thiago Silva's not bad either.
But Joey, no. Here's the thing. Pochettino Basically, all right, answer me this. Where's Thiago Silva been the last however minute? Has he been injured or is there something going on? Why is he not playing?
Everyone knows there's something going on. His missus was tweeting about the team. Pochettino didn't like it.
So he ain't getting in this. No, he's not on there, is he?
Listen.
Badiashile's
You're a Man United fan. You know all about players being cast out because of something that's happened off the pitch. I would honestly say that in that slot there, I would be putting Thiago Silva. My thing for it would be that Rafael Varane doesn't instantly elevate the team. And at the moment, I understand he's been on the sidelines, but I do think I think we'll see Thiago Silva play tomorrow night. By the way, I think we'll see him play, and I think having the ability to be able to be that player that can be on the sidelines for 5 games, not even getting subbed on. By the way, when we went 2-1 up against Burnley, and we could have just done with bringing another defender on. It's crazy.
But even this year, I've seen him, mate. I've seen him struggle, like because your whole team's been struggling. Thiago Silva hasn't been the Thiago Silva from the last 2 years at Chelsea that's been really good, where we're like, he's still one of the best defenders. This year, he has kind of, because the whole team, he can't do it all, he's 40. But Varane is just ever present in terms of the way he plays. He's still commanding, he wins all his duels, wins his headers, never gets skinned. Just Mr. Reliable, apart from the injuries.
Listen, I think it's 2 Man United, 2 Chelsea for this back line. I can't fold.
So what are you saying? All right, so you're going...
I would go Maguire. This is the thing. This is the thing. These matchups we've done, scrap it. It's not Maguire and Thiago Silva. It's not Maguire and Varane. It is Thiago Silva and Varane.
Right, but then Martinez is not available, and at his best when he's playing well, I could try and put him in.
But he's not available. He's not available. So what I'm saying...
You're saying your guy is actually available.
What's a better pairing? Tell me the truth.
Yeah,
Maguire and Varane or Varane and Thiago? It's Varane and Thiago Silva. It is. Right, it is. Your boy nearly went to West Ham earlier on in the season.
All right.
Varane and Thiago Silva. So that's our back line.
We've gone with Varane and Thiago Silva. Midfield. We've only got 3 minutes left, but I don't know how we've done that.
We get through it.
Caicedo versus Casemiro.
Caicedo. You even said it yourself off camera. Casemiro has been rubbish this season.
Casemiro has been rubbish, man. Caicedo ain't even...
But I'll make it easy for you. Caicedo and Kobe Mainoo.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Easy. Sterling or Rashford on the left?
You know, their numbers probably ain't even too dissimilar. It's just at the minute that Rashford
Sterling looks
same way you said about Onana. Rashford settled a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And Sterling's
well out of favour.
Yeah.
The header weren't that bad. The free kick was the worst one I've ever seen.
The penalty,
you know when you look at it, and you're thinking, you've tried to like Ronaldo knuckle boy. What was he trying to do there? I don't know what was going on with that free kick, but Sterling's out of favour. You'd probably go Rashford.
Yeah, you'd probably go Rashford. Again, this is where the mid-off really starts rearing its head, isn't it? Gallagher versus Bruno.
I know who I'd rather have.
Go on.
I'd rather have Gallagher.
Oh, Joey.
But listen, one reason why you are 6 places above us in the league this season is whereas we've got Cole Palmer, pretty much Cole Palmer only in terms of
you've got someone like Gallagher behind the front 3. That's why you're
winner for us. Yeah, well, yeah.
So you just answered your own question. Bruno's better than him. And Bruno, I will admit this, Bruno has not been good this season.
No. Tell you Bruno's not better than
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, who can play under 10. So, because we got Cole Palmer, we're looking at Cole Palmer on the right up against Garnacho, for example.
And
right?
He's better than him.
Who?
Cole Palmer is.
Cole Palmer is, yeah. I would match Mudryk up against Garnacho. And I'll tell you why. Garnacho has got 1 more assist and 1 more goal in the league this season than Mykhailo Mudryk.
Joey.
He's only done that in double the minutes.
Joey.
Double the minutes played, and he's got 1 more goal and 1 assist.
Joey. The same way you said to me about, there was a point where Onana, the stats were kind of looking a bit better than what we was actually seeing. I'm going to fire that back at you, mate. Because Garnacho's been good this season.
He has been good.
And he's been way better than Mykhailo Mudryk, who hardly gets a sniff, mate. There's a reason why Mykhailo Mudryk can't even get a sniff, even in that Chelsea team. Garnacho's better than him, man.
He is getting a sniff at the minute. Yeah, there's a very clear reason. It's called Pochettino. but I'm just saying they're better matchups because if you put Cole Palmer against Bruno, Cole Palmer gets that 10 spot. Yeah. If you put Mudryk against Garnacho...
But what's a better team, though?
Garnacho
if we're building a combined 11 that's a better team, is it better to have Cole Palmer on the right with Bruno in the 10? That's a better team. If I was constructing a team of the players to fuse them together to make the ultimate team, I want Palmer on the right cutting in, Bruno supplying, and Rasmus Hojlund up front.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's easy then.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Hojlund over Jackson, yeah?
Do you know what? At the moment, it's looking, because of the way that Hojlund's doing it, it's looking like his ceiling is going to be much higher than Nicholas Jackson's.
It's honestly, just the price tags, though.
Honestly, Nicholas Jackson, the enigma, I go up and down on him constantly, whether I'm thinking he's going to be great. Nicholas Jackson could just end up being the same level he's at now, pretty inconsistent throughout his club career. Yeah. This boy could end up going and just being absolute crazy levels of good Nicholas Jackson, because I see so much in him. But at the moment, for the next game, Hojlund.
I'll be honest, with just Nicholas Jackson, I don't actually think he's rubbish, though. I don't think he's as bad as people make out. 30 million, he's still young. Come from Villarreal, isn't it? Is it Villarreal? Yeah. I like, he's quick. Like on, you know, when he in transition, he's direct. He is wasteful, but he occupies centre backs. He makes good runs. He's handy. So I don't mind him. But yeah, I'm going to go for Hojlund. Yep. And lastly, the managers: Pochettino versus Erik ten Hag.
They're both rubbish, aren't they?
Who's worse?
Erik ten Hag's won silverware, so. But do you know what it is though? I do feel like I'm giving you too much here. Like, this is the problem.
Joey,
I'm being reasonable here, but I just feel like I'm giving you a bit too much.
You're a reasonable man. I just think you're sensible. You know football well, you know. You've got someone in Pochettino, like you said, as a Chelsea fan, he's known as a serial
who orchestrated one of the best comebacks ever against Erik ten Hag.
And then went on to lose the final in Spurs fashion.
Yeah, let's put Erik ten Hag there.
That's our combined 11, guys. Let us know if you agree or disagree. Would you swap some players in or out versus the ones that are available? Obviously, there's a lot of injured players there. They don't count, but let us know if you think we've got it spot on. Take care. See you on another video soon. Peace.